So I know this is technically my first video that comes out in October. However, this is my Stashbust September crochet with me vlog. I just had to get it out of the way that I am very aware it is October. I am very aware it is the month after September. It's coming out now because I did this project all the way through September, and you'll see why in a second when I explain to you what we're doing. But for those of you who are not aware of the Stashbust September concept, it is this thing in the craft community where for the entire month of September you do not buy yarn, you do not buy materials, you don't buy anything. You just use what you have stashed away, because every crafter that I know is like a little gremlin and has a hoard of whatever they use. Now, I have already broken Stashbust September. I have gone yarn shopping, but it was for very good reason, okay? We were visiting somewhere that had a Hobby Lobby and they have really good gecko colors for gecko yarn, and they took away my local Hobby Lobby, so I had to get some, okay? However, I feel like my idea for Stashbust September will make up for it. In the month of September, there are 30 days, and because I am not in college yet, every single day of September, we are going to crochet one project a day. Now, it is already September 8th when I'm starting to film this. I didn't get this idea until like yesterday, and I'm like, oh my god, it's so good, and I will not wait a whole entire year to use it. So I am starting a little bit late. However, because I don't have anything going on other than business stuff, I think we can still fit in 30 projects. I'm also going to say that even though it's one project a day, it's more like just 30 projects in general. Some days I might crochet no projects for this, and sometimes I would crochet 5. It just kind of depends. It'll also have a lot to do with like markets and custom orders and what may or may not happen, but overall, we will have 30 projects. Now, I obviously don't want to completely tell you everything that we're doing, but this right here is the list of 30 projects that I have picked out for this. And because I'm really bad at making decisions, what I'm going to do is write each of these down on a piece of paper, fold it, and then put it in a jar where I will, take one out and crochet whatever it says. So without further ado, let's get started on project 0, which is doing those cute little slips of paper. Guys, you've graduated to my bedroom. Hello. Firstly, I apologize for the atrocious lighting in my bedroom at night, but I cannot be bothered to go downstairs or put on any better lighting in here because it just makes it worse. But this right here is a little mug, and it has all those little paper slips on it. I didn't film myself putting them in here, but I did film myself, You saw it. I don't need to explain to you what I did. But I'm officially going to pick our first project out of the jar. I don't know if I'm going to start it tonight. It really just depends on what it is, because some of these are super duper small projects and some of them are bigger. But let me pick our first one. I'm putting the mug down. I'm not cheating, I promise. And this is... oh my gosh, a banana goose. I actually applied for the pattern test for this on Instagram, and I'm very excited to make it. I don't think I'm going to start it tonight just because it is a bigger project and I have to buy the pattern, but I am very excited to start our banana goose tomorrow. Now that we officially know what we are creating for the first project of September tomorrow, I will see you then. Okay, so it has been 2 days since I officially started this project, or since I pulled it from my cup, and this is where we are currently at with our banana goose. I worked on him a little bit when I did a stream over at my gaming channel, and I honestly love him. He's beautiful, he's darling, but it is the 10th of September and I haven't gotten one project done yet for this 31 project challenge. You know what I'm talking about, right? Yeah. So we are going to sit down right now and finish this banana goose if it is the last thing I do. I'm kidding. It's not gonna be the last thing I do. But it is time to finish our banana goose. So without further ado, let's go do the thing. The first September Stash Bus project is done. This is my banana goose. I love him very much. He is a lot bigger than I thought he was going to be. It happens every time I use this yarn, okay? I think he's going to turn out smaller. And then he turns out to be a big old boy. But I'm not upset with it. I love my banana goose, and I hope that you do too. But we have like 29 other projects to do. So I'm going to stop talking to you about my banana goose, and we are going to pick our next project. Let me see if I can hold this while I pick one. This guy. And this is going to be... Oh my gosh, the pumpkin bear! Yay! I was really hoping this guy was next. Okay, this is a super cute free pattern that I found on Instagram. I am very excited to make this little pumpkin bear. I actually think I'm going to finish him tonight because I genuinely have been so excited to make this little pumpkin bear. You guys have no idea. Okay, I'm very excited. Let's go make ourselves a cute little pumpkin bear. I finished him. This right here is my little pumpkin bear, and he turned out kind of cute. Okay, just kind of. I don't know. There's something about him that just doesn't feel like he reached his full pumpkin bear potential, but I think it's because of the placement of his eyes and nose. In the picture, they were more down here, which is what gave him the cute factor, you know? Not saying you're not cute. But when I went to put the eyes and the nose on, the instructions on how to do it was kind of really confusing as to which part of the head was the top and which was the bottom. So I just did my best, and we ended up with this. But now that I have finished our little bear, it is time for us to pick our third project. I really don't have any hopes as to what I want it to or not to be. I'm hoping for something small so I can finish it tonight as well, but it's getting a little bit late, so we will have to see. Oh, this one's cute! A baby can you read that? It's a baby crocodile. This is a super cute pattern that I bought quite a while ago, and I'm very excited to finally make him. I think I'm going to do him in a darker green yarn than the leaf of the pumpkin bear. I think I'm going to do it dark green yarn. But it is time. Let's go make ourselves a little crocodile. Please ignore what my hair looks like. I was watching a show when my hair was drying from the shower, so it looks a little funky. But I just finished making a little crocodile. Here he is. Oh, his eye looks weird. Why does it look like that? Oh, his stuffing has rearranged. One second. There he is. A little crocodile. He's just a little dude. I love him very much. But now that project 3 is done, it is time to do project number 4. Depending on what I pull, I might end up pulling 2 because my plan is to go and stream this for a while, like stream me working on projects. So we'll see. Oh, this is not one that I want to do. Okay. Okay, this is like the first project that I'm really disappointed in because it is making gloves. Oh, actually, wait, I just realized these gloves are technically supposed to be for my mom, and I didn't ask her if she wanted them to be fingerless or not. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna set this one off to the side. I'm gonna send my mom a text message because she's at work right now, but let's pick a different project to work on, and then we will come back to the gloves. Okay, I don't know why I'm closing my eyes. Picking another project. It's gonna be this guy right here. What is this one? Oh, it's making a fluffy snake. Okay, so that is actually my pattern. That's super fun. That's super quick, super easy. So let me go grab my yarn and then we will make a fluffy snake together. So obviously it has been a little bit. I finished up my stream where we made a cute little snake. I'll go ahead and grab him to show you now. But I did have a little bit of extra time while I was streaming and my mom got back to me and we picked out a glove pattern. So that is what I am working on now. This is the second glove. I already have the first one mostly done. I just have to do the ribbing. Here is what it's looking like so far. Isn't it cute? So it goes like this, and then technically this has to be sewn together, but that is the vibe that we are going for, and I think they came out really cute. Or I guess the proper term would be that they're coming out really cute because I'm not done yet, but that is what we're gonna go do now, is go ahead and go finish up these beautiful gloves and then pick the next project and go from there. So without a further ado, let us go crochet. It is already, this is the 15th of September, and I have only done 7 projects. I really need to pick this up. I really need to pick up the pace. You heard that right. I am 15 days into September, and I think I've only done 6 or 7 projects, which, given, is not terrible, right? Because I've been making other projects other than the ones that are on my little list, but it is kind of hitting me that we're already freaking halfway through September, and I'm still here. As y'all saw a couple days ago at this point, I pulled this one that says iguana. At the time that I made this list, I was prepping for a reptile expo that may or may not be happening, but I decided that I'm not going to prep for that right now because it's not even until next year, like 2025. And instead, I bought glow yarn, so I have a Halloween collection that I'm going to release. All of this to say, instead of making an iguana, I'm going to make a little ghost with a witch hat. I know that's nothing like an iguana, but the whole point of this is to make 31, right? No, 30 projects. So I don't really care where they come from, just need to make them, okay? I'm also going to go into my cup and go through this until I find one that says a spider, because as part of my Halloween collection, I'm going to go ahead and make a couple of glow spiders as well with the yarn that I got. Don't worry, guys. Still have many more papers to choose from, but this one right here, pocket spider, I'm going to sit down and make right now. So instead of having an iguana and a pocket spider, I'm going to have a ghost and a witch hat and 2 pocket spiders that are going to be a little bit bigger than pocket size just because of the yarn. So let's go create a cute little Halloween collection. Okay, so as you saw, I went ahead and made our little spiders, which are right here, and our little ghosty, which is right here. I do actually have more in my Halloween collection. I have 3 of each purple spider, 3 of each green spider, 3 of each gray spider, and then I have, of course, my green witch hat ghost, and I have a purple witch hat ghost as well. But this is what I needed to make to finish up my collection, which is very exciting, which means I can post photos and start working on the finishing touches of said collection, by the way, which will be posted sometime soon. When I'm editing this, actually, you know what? It'll be out before this video comes out. So if they are still available, they'll be on my Etsy shop, which is linked down below, where you can also see like the Halloween bear and a couple of other projects we've been working on too. But I'm going to pick another little piece of paper because I have a little bit more time to work on something. Alrighty, this is going to be our next one. I'm actually hoping it's washcloths, which is weird, but it's the yarn I have down here, so I won't have to go upstairs. Oh, wait, I'm really excited for this. Okay, so about 2 weeks ago, I applied to do a pattern test for a ballet frog, which I didn't get accepted for, but it's a-okay because the pattern was just released and it's a free pattern. I'm like, I need to make a ballet frog. So I'm gonna run upstairs, grab some yarn, and we are gonna go make a cute little ballet frog. I'm so excited. Let's go do the thing. Actually, wait 1 second. I just realized I never showed you guys the completed projects that we made a couple days ago. I totally meant to before we started making our Halloween cuties, but left my brain. So I wanted to show you what we made. I can't remember the exact order that I was supposed to make these in, but I do have 3 projects in here. The first of which is Ballet, which is my crochet snake. I wanted to make one, make sure the pattern was good, and he came out absolutely adorable. Then I went and made my mom's gloves, which are these guys. She didn't want the ribbing on them, which is why it doesn't have ribbing, but the pattern does have ribbing. I just did not include it. And then we have my personal favorite project that I made that day, which is this little bug who has a flower hat. Isn't he so freaking cute? This pattern actually comes with the instructions on how to make a duck as well, and the duck has headphones. So that project's also in my jar, and I cannot wait to pick it so that this guy can have his cute little best friend. But those are my projects. It is now time to go make our cute little ballet frog. This is my ballet frog, and I love her so much. I will definitely be making more of these ballet frogs. I don't know exactly when, but I will definitely be making more. Yes, absolutely. You are stunning. But now that our ballet frog is done, I am on a crochet roll. So I'm gonna pick another project and I'm gonna do it. And then I'm gonna pick another one. I'm gonna do it. You know, it's gonna be like a lot because I literally just want to sit down and crochet for 20 hours. So that's what I'm gonna do. So let's pick project number, I don't even know. I don't know what day we're on. We're catching up to 15 now. We're catching up to 15. Okay, our next project. Oh, yes. Okay, this project. Sorry, you wouldn't know what that excitement was for. So the next one we're going to be doing is a bearded dragon. Now this is actually one that I'm partly finished with. Let me show you. I ran out of yarn halfway through doing this bearded dragon, but I have the body upstairs, and then I have 2 of the 4 feet. So I'm gonna go make the other 2 feet and finish this bearded dragon, and I'm very excited to do so. So let's go finish the beauty. So like I said I was going to, I went and did a whole bunch of projects. I did 4, which doesn't seem like a whole lot, but with all the time that got put in, whole bunch of projects just got done, right? The first of which y'all knew about, I went and finished this bearded dragon. They actually have floral wire in their feet, and normally I would like put them so they stand up. However, this guy is going into storage for quite a while, so to keep his legs safe, he's going to stay in pancake mode. The next one that I pulled was a love bug, which is what this right here is. Obviously, it's a little bug that's wings are in the shape of a heart. So it's like, you know, how people go, oh, my love bug, you know. It's a cute little love bug. Next, I pulled washcloths, and I do have a whole bunch more washcloth yarn, but I just ended up doing 2 because after working with this yarn for a while, it hurts your hands. So I made 2 of them, so washcloths, plural. And then the last thing I pulled was Baymax, which is that robot nurse from Big Hero 6. I want to make a no-sew pattern for Baymax, which is why he was on this list, but I actually had another content creator reach out to me and see if we could like buddy make a pattern, so that is what I did instead. I can't remember her username for the life of me, but I'll put her little Instagram page over here. Her and I are working on making a little astronaut keychain, which this is like version 1 of it. I know it's not great, but I added like little stars to the bottom, and then we have the astronaut helmet. So this was what Baymax turned out to be. Like I said previously, the whole point of this was to make 31 projects. I don't care if some of them change. I'm still planning on making everything that was on this list, at least, you know, at one point in time. But I do want to pull one more thing to make today, because we're catching up. I don't think we're at 16 yet, because today is the 16th, but we are slowly catching up to where we need to be. But with that being said, this is our next project. Oh god, I hate this one. Okay, the next thing we are going to be making is going to be a scarf. This scarf is actually made with the same yarn that I just made those gloves with for my mom, so great for me, great for us. We're getting 2 of 3 parts of that set done today, or like in general. Alrighty, let's go and crochet a scarf. Okay, so it has been, I'm not even kidding you, like 5 or 6 days since we have last talked. And it's because just a lot happened, okay? A lot happened. I was able to work on projects, and I will show you those in a second, but I had college start. I had a couple markets I had to go to. Some of them were really far away. It was a lot of driving. I had college classes to like attend, so you know, it was like I had things going on, right? So I had bits and pieces of time here and there to work on projects. However, I didn't get the time until now to sit down and show you what I worked on. In the couple of days that I was gone, I was able to get 8 more projects done, and let me show you what those are. I am going to pick these up in no particular order to show them to you. I'm just gonna, this is a slip, and this is what I made, you know? The first one that we have is a small banana dinosaur. This is a free pattern on Instagram, and this is the adorable little guy that I got. He's a bananasaurus. Next up is, oh my gosh, the duck with the hat. This one was supposed to be with the goose with the hat, so I was going to make it with the same yarn, but I had leftover fuzzy yarn left from when I made a figment dragon, and because of that, this is the cute little fuzzy duck that we have. I know it says duck with hat, but technically the pattern had him with headphones, so he has headphones, and they're a little bit big on him, but I think it's just because of the different weights in the yarn. However, I think he is still absolutely adorable with his little tiny feet. Third is, oh, the laptop cover. This is something that my friend made a while ago, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I gotta make one of those one day. So I finally sat down and did it, and this is what I have. It starts with white and then it switches between blue and purple. The button is a little star. I haven't actually measured what size of laptop this is for yet. However, I do know it fits mine, so it's a laptop cover of some sort. Next up is a bat custom order. This guy is actually part of a bigger custom order that I will have finished by the time this video comes out. I think it comes out the week before this one. And I made the first bat, which is this guy right here. Technically, he still needs his feet and teeth, but those are like final details because of how this works. Which if you would have seen last week's video, you know what I'm talking about. So hopefully understand. If not, it's the videos on my page if you want to see what this little guy came to be. Next one we have is a beanie. This beanie actually matches the gloves that I made for my mom, which also has a matching scarf. It is a cat hat beanie, so if you put it on, it will have little cat hat ears. However, I have a hair clip in, so that would not work very well for me, but we have a matching cat hat beanie, which goes with this next one, which is going to be the scarf. Like I said, this scarf, that beanie, and then those gloves that we made earlier are all a matching set that my mom ordered, so glad that those are finally done. We have two things left, the first one being a blue and orange sweater. This is a project that I actually started a while ago and just had the sleeves to finish up, and I did. Here is the finished sweater. It's very much a oversized sweater, but it's made with like 6 giant granny squares, and then the sleeves are just granny squared things continued, you know what I'm saying? And then the last one that I pulled is dino nuggets. I have made these before, and I had the pieces ready to make another set. I just need to sew them together. So I sewed together 5 dinosaur nuggets. But that is everything that I've been working on for the past 5-ish days. It is now time to pick another project. At this point, I'm only behind by 2 days for like how soon I should be done with these, which I'm very proud of. I used to be like a week behind, so yay me. But this is the next project that we are going to do, which is going to be a Snoopy custom order. I literally just got the yarn in for this yesterday, and this is perfect because this is the next project that I kind of need to work on. So let me go grab the yarn to make Snoopy, and then we can get started on our next project together. Hello and good morning. It's raining outside. It is the next day. I finished our Snoopy yesterday and I don't even have it. My mom actually took it and gave it to the person who ordered it. So I no longer have Snoopy, but another project done. That being said, it is time for us to pick our next project. And the next project that we pick, I'm going to keep going until I catch up with the day that we're on to the amount of projects that we have left, like before we talk again. Does that make sense? Like we're going to keep picking them, but not talking about them every time. Our next project, oh, this is such a big one. I hate that I pulled this one today. Okay, this project is for a little ladybug lady. Let me see if I can get it to focus. Not focusing, I give up. But it says ladybug lady, and that is because I had a lot of red and black yarn left over from a project that I did, and I had the idea to make a doll, or I don't know if doll is the right word, but a person who's wearing like a ladybug tutu costume and it's like a little ballerina. So that is what I'm gonna go work on. This is gonna take me literally forever, so we might have to extend this to tomorrow, but it's okay. You know, making a pattern from scratch just takes a little bit of work. So yeah. But without further ado, let's go get started on our next project. I think this might be a new location unlocked. I don't think we've been on my bedroom floor in a while, but welcome to my room. This is Peoplelicious, and this is my overflowing yarn stash. It's absolutely wonderful in here. So I know I said I was going to spend a couple of days, like 2 days, working on a whole bunch of projects and then coming back to you. However, I have had quite an emotional roller coaster of the past like 4 days. To sum up those past 4 or 5 days into now, my dog got sick, spent all day at the vet, had a concert for my mom's birthday, didn't get home until 3 o'clock in the morning, and then today my car broke down and I spent all morning trying to get my car to the mechanics. Yeah. So, with that being said, it is actually October 1st. September is officially done, which means that my Stashbust September challenge that I was doing is going to come to a close as well. I was originally going to come back today on October 1st and say, hey, let's do a little bonus day because, you know, just stuff happened and, you know, just make it Stashbust September plus October 1st. Mentally, emotionally, and physically, I don't think it's a good idea for me. It is literally 1:30 in the afternoon, and after I film this, I'm off to go do college work. So, I didn't do 30 projects in the month of September with you guys. I did make 30 things. This box behind me is everything that I've made in the month of September, and I did make 30 things. I just didn't make them all through the video because I was pulling papers and, you know, my dramatic life aside, I was able to get, it's just four more projects done. And they are right here in this bag, so let me show you what I was working on. This is the laptop case I already finished. I don't actually know why that's in here. The first project that I was going to work on was, I believe, this one, which was for a little ladybug lady. So the idea was to put like a crochet person in like a ballet costume that reminded me of ladybugs, and this is like the first draft of that pattern. Yes, I'm aware her head is a little bit crooked, okay? I did not have a fun time sewing her. She took me 3 days, but nonetheless, here she is in all of her draft one glory. As I stated, she is my own pattern and she is draft one. However, I am pretty dang happy with draft one, seeing as I've never actually crocheted a human before that I can think of with plush yarn. No, I don't think I've ever crocheted a human with plush yarn. I think she came out really cute. She can do the little ballet thing. She definitely needs some improvements though, so we will be coming back to her at a later date, but I need a break from that pattern because that skirt takes forever. I can't remember the next one that I pulled. Oh, we'll go with the goat hat, which is actually one of the things that I sold out pretty fast of in the restock I did it like a year ago. I made 2 goat hats and they both sold within like 3 months, which for me is really good, okay? But instead of making a goat hat, I actually ended up making a concert outfit. This is literally just a little mesh sleeve top. I kid you not, I made this on the car ride to the concert. Like, if that is how much little time I had to crochet this past like 4 or 5 days, okay? I made this on the car ride to the concert. Took me 2.5 hours, and I ran out of yarn. So this was actually like a lot shorter than I wanted it to be, but it's okay. I took my concert outfit in it, and then I put on the merch that I bought because I was not going to sit there with a weird old man looking at me the whole time. Wasn't going to do it. However, I am really happy with how this came out. This again is my pattern, not written up, does not fit properly. It's way too small for me, but I do like how it looks, and this is a bigger mesh stitch than what I've seen most of the like mesh shirt tops do, especially with the one that I made for Pride a couple years ago. This one's bigger than that. So I might write up a pattern for this. I might not. I don't know. I really like the bell sleeves though. The sleeves made me really happy. It kind of reminds me of Mirabelle's dress from Encanto for whatever reason. The next project that I ended up working on was another one that I switched. I was supposed to make a large banana dinosaur. However, I had a custom order come in. So instead of making a large banana dinosaur, I made some cute little flower-based yarn mittens. These are literally fingerless gloves. I love them so much. This is somebody else's pattern that I have adapted to work with weight 3 yarn. And I adore these. I actually still have one more pair of these I need to make today. The pattern actually did call for ribbing on these. However, I did not add ribbing because number one, I couldn't be asked to, and number two, they asked for no ribbing. Thank God. I hate doing ribbing. But to be completely honest, I like these without the ribbing. I think they're really cutesy. I think I actually might make some of these for like my winter markets because they were super easy to work up. Not quick, but they were easy. And then the final one is actually one that I did stick to what was on the paper, and that is a pastel baby blanket. For those of you who don't know or don't watch my long YouTube form content, I was absolutely blessed by one of my mom's patients a while ago who gave me literally so much yarn, like all behind here, like so much yarn. I have so much yarn right now, and I've been trying to find a way to use something that she gave me because she had a lot of like weight 3 and weight 4 acrylic yarn, which, to be completely real with y'all, is not really my forte. But I did pick out, when going through it, a couple of weight 3 yarns that I thought looked really pretty together, and there's only like half a ball or an entire ball of the yarn left, and this is what I ended up with. It genuinely is just a granny square. However, I feel like it came out super duper cute. When I tell you I did not measure, I just kind of went until the balls of yarn ran out like per row, but it ended up looking like low-key kind of like I measured. Like, great job me. If anyone wants to recreate this, I used a weight 3 yarn. I think none of them had labels, and then a 4mm hook. The first color is 5 rows, the second color is 6, the third is 8, the fourth is 8, and then I added 3 for like a border. And I did use up every single one of these balls of yarn. They're all gone now. No more. So I'm very proud of myself. Stashbust September, this is what it's all about, mate. This is what Stashbust September is. But these are my 4 projects from the last week. I am actually really proud of all of them. They're all like my little children. Even though I wasn't able to get all 30 projects out of that jar, I only have 5 left, I think, that I didn't get to. But nonetheless, I am so incredibly happy that I did this, even though I started mid-September and didn't do a 100% great job on it. But my Stashbust September went absolutely wonderful, absolutely marvelous. I hope that yours went the same if you did participate in Stashbust September. If not, girl, I get it. I still bought yarn during September. I just made a whole bunch of projects too. You do Stashbust September however you want to do Stashbust September. That is my new philosophy, okay? Anyways, thank you guys so much for coming with me on this adventure. I know this video is going to be very long, just by the amount of footage that I have in my phone. So, thank you for sticking with me for this wild, wild ride. Let me know what your favorite project was that we did. I literally can't even remember. Sorry, my phone ran out of storage. I just got back from deleting the deleted part of my camera roll. All of that to say, thank you so much for joining me today. I had a whole bunch of fun, and I hope that you did too. I cannot wait until we meet up next Saturday to do something else. I don't know what we're doing next Saturday. But you guys have an absolutely wonderful time with your crochet until then. I cannot wait to see you then. Cheers!